What is up, good people? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Just trying to make some sense of this Cyberpunk arrangement I'm putting together. This is the part that needs work. Okay. Let's take that back and then bring this in here. Okay. I'm having a bit of a crap day, to be honest. I thought I'd show up anyway, but yeah, I've just been struggling all day with this freaking trying to build a headless React app, basically a WordPress app that plugs into React, and I'm having issues with cross-origin resource sharing, and if that means anything to you, and figuring this shit out. So it's very frustrating. I've spent the whole day and it feels like I've done nothing, but I'm not going to let that influence how I feel about this music. If you're new to the stream, what I do is make Creative Commons Ableton Live templates. I release them via my Patreon. I also release the tracks for free as Creative Commons tracks. Follow the links in the description on YouTube and you'll see about 350 Creative Commons tracks I've created that you can use in your own productions. You can use them for your own videos and games. Lots of people do. I've had tens of millions of plays through the use of my music in various very popular YouTube channels, and who knows where else, because it's not really registered like with content IDs, so it's impossible for me to track. But those ones I have tracked, I'm very proud of, and I'm very proud of this whole enterprise. So yeah, if that sounds good and you like what I'm up to, then feel free to drop a coin in the hat via Patreon. Otherwise, just yeah, buckle in. We're gonna have a little bit of a ride today, getting through this production. I did get a new patron over the weekend, but I also lost one, so it's 2 up, 2 down, which means that thing that is going, you know what I'm talking about, the marquee at the top of the stream is still on 18. I'm aiming for 100, so if you're in the position to help out with that, please feel free to. Okay, what's wrong with this patch? I like the fact that there's a drop in the middle, but it just doesn't feel right when it comes back in. I like the way it drops out kind of early here. Let's do it a little bit earlier than that, actually. Cool. I'm going to just actually take that last bar out, so there you go. So it's like a step down. We've got to bring it in slowly, piece by piece. So what we're doing wrong here is dropping the pad out too early. So watch this. I'm going to take this sweep and the sweep could be double the length, but let's figure that out when we get to it. Yeah, it's encouraging having people show up at the streams, and I've made a couple of friends so far. Also Ableton users. Let's do a build up, which is at least this long. So I'm going to just go Control I to insert some space there. And that means I can bring this kit out here. Let's actually just make it one continuous. Okay, so then right at the changeover point here, I'm going to go. Okay, we do want the guitars to continue. The glitch in the texture, I think we can drop out there because this is the drop of the song. The glitch and texture should really only accompany the main beat, I think. And then we'll end this tune with the full. So I've got this is kind of like a rock kit, which I've run through this crazy compressor called Bonzo on the dials. Also a default Ableton device. If you want to crunch the hell out of whatever it is you're doing, you can use Bonzo on the dials. Everything I use in these projects is a default Ableton device. You'll find it in the library. I'm on Ableton Live 11.0. So all of these devices will be available to you when you download the pack. And that means that, yeah, no missing files, no samples missing, that kind of thing. It's zero-dependency music. Or zero-dependency project files, should I say. Okay, kids. Yeah, one of the other reasons I'm feeling a bit down today is because I dropped my phone and cracked the screen again. I just got a new one like 2-3 months ago. And you know what? Let me give you some advice, kids. It's always when you're getting in and out of a car or a vehicle. That is when you lose and damage your phone and your wallet and stuff like that. So, and I know this, but I got out of the car and it was in my pocket, and I'm wearing the pants that that doesn't stay in, and that's the end of the phone screen. Okay, let's try to stay positive here. Quite challenging on this particular Monday. Told my wife about all this and she actually laughed in my face, so there's that. Thanks, dear. Now let's take this up a notch, literally, but not all the way. So by that I mean let's take the let's not include, which one is this one? I'm confused here. The 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that doesn't need to be there. Now we've got 4 different bands under 10 kilohertz. So it's highs, high mids, mids and lows. Good. So in the right order, top to bottom. Now what we'll do is we'll just bring in maybe just the highs. Let's just hear how that sounds if we brought those in halfway. Okay, we could space that out. I'm doing EQ work here, so what I've got are these 4 automation bands which run through, let me just explain real quick. This is one of my recent channel viewers got me onto this idea, which is a really great idea. It's separating out the bands it's separating out the bus, the master bus, or in my case the pre-master bus, into these 4 bands over here. So I can toggle them on and off, which will only play back certain parts of the track. I know this is standard operating procedure for music producers, but it's kind of a new technique for me because I tend to not focus on production as much as composition. But that's what the stream is about. It's about incorporating the views of smarter people than me and crowdsourcing the next level of my ability so that I can up my game as a producer. That's the vibe. Okay, let's not do the high frequency thing. Just drop out the low. Yeah, that's what we want. We want the whole thing to drop out even lower. Okay, good. Okay, so now all I want to do is make sure that the drums aren't actually playing at that time. We want this to be just something other than just the standard drum loop. So I've just got one loop basically going throughout this entire tune, which is not great. I'd like it to be a bit more varied. So what I'm going to do is just get the entire loop spread out over the entire track, and that's great, because now what that means is that at the end of every passage, which is this is only a 4-bar loop. I actually want it to be 8. It might screw with the arrangement a bit, but let's just see what happens when we duplicate, and there we go. Now we've got an 8-bar loop. Now I can get a bit more fancy with the actual beat. I tend to leave the stuff to last and then come back to it. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to dun, 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 dun. Let's just play this out. Okay. I'm going to just go hi-hat open. I think we've got an open hat here somewhere. Let's just zero those and just see what it sounds like. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1. just mimics the guitar. Okay, good. Take it back to the start. Okay, so at the end of every kind of sequence now, we should have this nice little part. Okay. And I don't like the 4 claps in a row, so I'm going to go. I'm just going to substitute one of them for a. Good. That's fine by me. So that means at the end of these sequences, let's try this part again. With the main part dropping out. Okay, except that right now what we actually want is for the end sequence, and I don't want the automation to move here. Can we do it without moving the automation, please? Is that possible? I don't think so. Okay. So we'll have to just move the automation back 4 bars. There. And I don't want to copy it, I want to actually... Can we move it? How do we move it? Come on, Ableton, you're supposed to be a wizard at automation vibes. Crap. Manual stuff. Okay, kids, we are just editing this drum loop to make it more interesting. So I've got this kind of a beat that is happening at the end of every 16. Okay, it's the same thing again and again, but we can always go back and edit that. Okay. Alright, using music to get through a rather difficult day. As I was explaining earlier, I've had a bit of a tough one. Dropped my phone, cracked my screen, failed at my coding efforts to build a headless React site. It's a frustrating day, but like I said, I'm keeping positive here, not letting it get me down too much. Okay, so let's go. Copy that automation and paste it there, and then I'm just going to delete the automation there. Cool. That leaves this big gap over here, and I'm not sure what to do about it because we've got a 3-bar sequence instead of a 4, or should I say not a 3-bar, but yeah, I'll tell you what we do. We're just going to make this an exception. This will be the same as that because this is a different one. Oh yeah, I've got to turn off automation mode before I can copy things. So if I want to copy in Ableton there, I've got to do that. Cool. Okay, great. So yeah, taking it from where the rock drums come in, take a listen. So will I. Gothic club vibe. Okay. So play with the EQ here. You can take a look at what's going on here. Okay, maybe we just drop out the beat there, actually. So we'll just... Okay, actually, let's take out the beat entirely for the drop, for this break in the middle. Okay. All right. That's much better, yeah. It feels nice and moves nicely, yeah. We might want to bring the bass back in, seeing as I've literally just let it go to pieces here. Okay. The bass could also use some work, but we'll get to that. Okay, and we're going to need to double this up. I can tell you now there's going to be... they're going to come after me with pitchforks if I don't duplicate this loop. This is... the villagers are going to come for my head if I don't make this at least 16 bars. If it's 8 or even, you know, anything less than 16. And that's already scraping by, actually. Okay, what can we do for bass here? Just this bass sounds weird. That is not what I intended it to sound like. Looks like we've got some issues with the coarse oscillator again. Sounds very bad, very bad. Okay, let's try by hiking it up an octave. Okay, catgut bass. We're going to get rid of catgut bass and we're going to replace it with an operator doing the sub-frequency sounds. So take out catgut bass. I don't think it's actually din, din, dun, din, dun. Okay. We definitely need this kind of thing. And just hike up the envelope a little bit. There we go. Like this bass itself is feeling a little bit aggressive. I mean, it's good that it's aggressive, but look. Let's take these texture pads down. Take them down here, just break them. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, this pad here I like, but it's too short, so I'm going to use it as a reverse pad instead of a main one. Okay, it's also a little bit too... The resonance value is too high. It has to be a little less like... and more just like... So maybe there's a way to squash that. Let's see if we can find... I think erosion might be a good starting point, given that I only really use Ableton Live default devices. That's my jam. That's what we do here at John Bartman Inc. Okay, we'll take the amount up. That's quite nice and dirty. It also hides the effect of the entire sweep. So let's just get a 12 dB, minus 12 dB on that. And just play it again. That's nice too, because it sounds digital. And maybe we could get a phaser or a flanger. Let's get a flanger on that. A flanger is just going to undo what I just did, which is squash the resonance. Flanger is going to... That's what a flanger is. It peaks the resonance. Oh, this is a new flanger. I haven't seen this one. Quite nice. Yeah, it's like a notch filter. That's quite nice. All right. Maybe we could do that and then just lose that. Yeah, then it kind of does that effect. Okay, good. And we'll need to warp it if we want to edit the modulation of the pan, which I do. So let's go over there, modulation of the pan from the one side all the way to the other. Nice and clean. There we go, that's what we want. Okay, so I'm gonna replace these down sweeps with the up sweep. So I'm going to call this down sweep. It's actually no, this is the up sweep. even though it goes down, and then I will find another sweep for the That's how it's going to go. Want to hear it again? Too resonancy? Nah. That's the one. Okay, let's get that one there. Oh, that's a pretty long sweep. Down we go into the depths of silence with a minus 24 dB, baby. We're going to turn this thing into a reverse. Take off the effects I just used, or maybe we keep them on. Let's hear it and see how it sounds. No, we don't want this sweeping effect. We just want we don't even need the erosion. I think I picked the right one. Here we go. That's the one, yeah. Nice and noisy. Okay, and then what we actually want to do is turn this thing's phase from down up. Let's just delete that automation, all of it please, and do a triangle wave instead. Down and up, like that, yeah. But then we want to start it at 0 and then go up to the left ear and then to the right ear and then back. This is like the handcrafted approach. I could have just selected the space I wanted it to occupy. There we go, cool. Now it sounds like one continuous type of sweep. I'm going to call this the down sweep. Cool. Sweep down and sweep up so that they're both called sweep in the same place. Alright, let's give it a crack. Here we go. Now, you may play. Let's get the reverb on that sweep to make it last forever. Bring the guitars down or just somehow cap them a little bit. Oh yes, and we have to also replace that. Okay, you hear that? The bass has just gone out. It's just gone and done its own thing, which I don't understand why. It just keeps on changing the tonality. It changes the pitch on its own. So, that's down a fifth. Why is it down a fifth? Do we have MIDI on the bass? We've got one control, which is the frequency. And that doesn't mean the pitch of the note, it means the cutoff. So yeah, what the hell, man? Yeah, so confusing. Now it's just gone down a fifth, yeah. Off, on. So confused. Okay. Transpose this down, and as you can hear, you should be able to hear. Okay, so it's down a fourth. For some reason it keeps on jumping down a fourth. Not ideal. This microphone stand has got springs on it. Sounds quite horrific. Okay, maybe it is a pitch thing. Let's see if we can find a pitch bend. Yeah, I've just reset the pitch bend and it seems to have worked. Or did it? Okay, that's cool. Okay, everything sounds fine except the guitar is still taking up too much. So we're going to give that a little less. That's it. The beat is where we want the power, and we also need to give this What I'm going to do now is another cool trick. So check it out. I've got the upper mids loaded here in this EQ. I'm going to put a reverb on the upper mids alone. So everything that's going to sound now is going to just sound, it's going to be a slapback reverb, very narrow around your head, not around your ears. And it's a short, yeah, stereo max, but short decay time. Let's solo this band out and hear it. See, now we got more. If you want to hear what this sounds like better, you can hit freeze. That's quite a cool technique anyway, and let's just find the freeze parameter and include it in our list of stuff here, and then we'll see. Yeah, where am I? Reverb freeze on. Okay. I want it to be more. Yeah, okay. 1, 2. Oh, it's here. Okay, that's right. So during this little patch over here, I'm going to turn the freeze on. So you're going to hear. Okay, so it kind of sustains. So what I've got is the high mids of this entire track soloed out, and I've got a reverb on just the high mids. I'm going to pump it up a little bit more. And then during the moment where everything else dips out, I'm turning the freeze on and off. So you hear just like a bit of white noise echoing out. So let's give this thing a full thing a listen. And yeah, let's move on, kids. We've got some work to do. That's quite a cool effect. I like it. I think I want to actually just maybe beef it up too. So watch this. If I take this automation of the chain volume and I just copy the that, so it's just going to temporarily boost the high mids to get okay, to get that desired effect. All right, cool. Let's just do a fade up rather. As it goes up here. Alright guys, making moves going forward, trying to stay positive. It's like vinyl backspin. One more and then we drop out. What about starting the sweep a little bit sooner? And it goes off a cliff. I could also just bring this down. Okay, let's bring the entire, let's get the auto filter out. I'll just steal it from the base and stick it over there, and then get a, is there a cutoff? There is a cutoff here. And we don't have to mess with the auto filter. So I'll take it down slowly over time. We'll just kind of bring it down to about there. And then by the time it comes back in, it needs to be powered up and ready for action. Okay, there we go. Comes in kind of guns blazing. And we don't want to, you know, we don't want it to go all the way down just because then we won't hear nothing. Okay, cool. Take a listen to the pad, this thing. It's kind of getting the life sucked out of it. Alright, so making progress here on Creative Commons Ableton Live patches in Cyberpunk style. I don't know when I'll release this, but it is track 9 of 10. I'm releasing the whole pack at once. Keep an eye on the channel on YouTube. If you're hungry for stuff, check out the link in the description. Free downloads of Ableton Live. Full projects, not templates. Full songs like this that you can edit and make your own. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this drop again. I think it's just a bit. There's got to be a little moment in between, basically. Just drop the guitar out a bit there. Okay. Okay, and we want to get the crash in there. I don't think I've been using the crash, so we'll get the crash in there. And I think I also need the drums to have a little bit of a fill. Where was that fill? Crash, which we can just do. I think there was a crash in here that I can steal. No, I didn't actually use the crashes. Okay, so then we gotta use them crashes, bro. I mean, that's the most Ableton sounding crash ever. Okay, but it's fine, that works. Okay, crop clip, duplicate it, and just make sure it only goes twice. 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Working on yeah, some giveaway music. Basically, you'll get access to this entire project, not just the empty template files, but the project itself. If you like being generous, visit the Patreon, see what's on offer. There's free stuff for download. You can also become a free member if you like, which means you'll just be notified when I do new stuff. But if you want to be yeah, in the club, then do consider becoming a paid member. So I can keep on doing this kind of thing for the community of Creative Commons video and game makers. Well, this is fine. Sounds fine. All right. after this drop again. Now, did I do any bus EQ stuff at the end here? No, I didn't. That's where it belongs, right there. Just do the outro again. Maybe we can actually edit the multi-bands here. I like the way it comes in there. It's quite gnarly. Okay. So yeah, just making some kind of cool sounding. It's got a little bit of rock in it, but it's mostly just like a gothic type of vibe with the cyberpunk vibe going here. So one thing I got to do is just get this compressor ducking under the kit. So I haven't quite done that yet. We're gonna head over to which one? Kit 2. Just find the kick. And make sure that whenever the kick comes in, we've got a little bit of a duck underneath. So first find that one that's triggering. Where is it? There it is. Oh, that's the effects rack. Don't want that. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, I make Ableton Live, Creative Commons Ableton Live templates, which means you can basically load up the entire song and use it for whatever you like. Now this should be triggering a little bit more. I think this sidechain actually needs to be separate. There we go. That's way lower than it has to be, so let's take that up an octave. Oops, that's not what we want to do. Everything up, shift, there we go. There we go, cool. Yeah, let's actually just turn this into a separate sidechain. I'm going to undo and redo what I just did. I've got a sidechain stored under my stuff, and I use it so often, but I somehow just haven't saved it to the favorites folder yet. So let's do that now. Drag it over. Pretty easy. Okay. Yeah, I'm having an okay day, not great, but yeah, I'm trying to just stay positive and get through everything. It's always good to be back in front of a machine making some dope music. That always lifts my spirits. And then we've got to find that kit again. Where is it? There it is. And we want the correct kick to be there. Not the effects, but rather the kick itself. There we go. Large trap. Yeah, I think that's the one. What's that? It's pulsing, but it's not in the rhythm that I'm expecting. There's the one I'm looking for. Oh, that's hi-hats now. It's got to be up here then. There we go, cool. Kit. There we go, prefix. So bass is just going to kind of throb in and out amongst the kick itself. So this is the role of bass. It really shouldn't be something that you hear like notes being played in the style of music. It's just like a bed of sort of fills in all the gaps basically. That's what I've noticed when I've been listening to the original soundtrack, which I've got right up over here. I don't play it on the stream because I get flagged for copyright if I do, but I'm imitating it as best I can. And this is starting to sound better than last week. Okay, a nice little digital down sweep there. Let's also get the down sweep there. There we go, we're into the kind of the break. we should actually by now be further down in terms of frequency. So let's kind of let that suction happen. There we go, good. Yeah, that's it. That's the sound. When we come back in, guns blazing. Okay, sounds okay. We could actually just be adding some... What's the hi-hat open sound like? Let's add some hi-hat open in there. Just like the drummers. Like as if the drummers just started to go a bit nuts. Yeah, I think I did this originally and then took it out because it was too much to have it on the whole track. But if we do it just in bits and pieces like this, it's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to do some of these... Skip one or two there as if, you know, maybe the drummer's like not really trying to put on an amazing performance, was rather just getting in the feel of things. Okay, let's copy all that. Now you can kind of hear it in the top end there. Somewhere in the top there. And I want this kit to also just not be playing when this kit is playing. So what we're going to do here is take these drums and show the automation of the utility. Yeah, that's fine. And let's also just do a break. Let's do a break in the EQ. I just want this to really kick when it drops. I'm going to just do... I'm going to just do the last half is a complete suck, like this. That's it, yeah. That's it. That's the effect we're going for. A little moment of, not quite silence, but just a real drop in the overall power. Okay. Alright kids, that's it for today. I'm going to go and lick my wounds. Maybe go to the forest and just chill out a bit. Wish me luck, wish this entire channel luck. Let's get somewhere, let's do something cool for the community. Let's find the others, find the people who are down to get into creating and not just consuming, and being part of something rather than being isolated. That's kind of what we do around here. I respect you guys who show up here, who are hungry to learn and, you know, want to figure out your own way using Ableton and using music. That is very much in the spirit of what I'd like to offer here. So yeah, anyway, I'll just let this play, and yeah, you know the drill. Check out the link in the description for the free stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna just play this track 9. Tomorrow I'll be back 2 p.m. UTC for another stream, and yeah, thanks to Kees Jans, or my newest patron, my newest subscriber. Much appreciate you showing up and being part of this, and I'll see you guys. I know Monday's always a bit quiet, but it gives me a chance to get on with the work. So yeah, wish me luck, and see you guys soon. Ciao. Hey, Louis St. John Smith, thank you very much for your input. Brilliant stream, much appreciated. Yeah, just one little comment like that makes all the difference to me, so thanks a lot, dude. I'll see you tomorrow's stream.